Do you want to know the best advice I've ever received? Well, here it is. Don't listen to anyone else's advice. I know that sounds like a paradox, and it is. It could be the most ironic thing I'll ever say. Here you are listening to me, and I'm telling you not to listen to me. Well, kind of. You might be thinking, where is he going with this? But stay with me, because inside this contradiction is the real essence of self-mastery. We live in the loudest age in human history. Your cell phone is a megaphone of other people's opinions. Gurus, coaches, podcasters, YouTubers, each one swearing they have the secret. Wake up at 5 a.m. and your life will change. Don't drink ordinary coffee, it destroys your spirit. Drink coffee with butter and MCT oil. It makes you successful. Advice has become an industry, an algorithmic arms race. Half the time, it's not designed to help you. It's designed to keep you watching and spending. And so we scroll endlessly, collecting tips, hacks, rules, and morning routines, until our heads are so full of other people's voices that we can't even hear our own. This isn't a new problem. Socrates said, "Know thyself," not "know your favorite influencer." The Stoic philosopher Epictetus warned, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." In other words, stop trying to live up to other people's expectations. Even in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna reminds Arjuna that it is better to live your own destiny imperfectly than to live someone else's perfectly. The great traditions, whether it's Western philosophy, Eastern philosophy, spiritual or mystical teachings, agree on one thing. Wisdom isn't imported, it's uncovered. It's already inside you. But here's the catch. It feels safer to outsource our decisions. If we fail following someone else's formula, we get to blame them. If we succeed, we get to worship them as our savior. Either way, we avoid responsibility, and that's why guru culture thrives. Because as long as you're listening to someone else, you don't have to confront the terrifying truth. Your life is yours alone. Full transparency. I fell into this trap myself. Years ago, I binge-watched motivational videos, read stacks of self-help books, and copied morning routines like they were sacred rituals. And for a while, it felt good, like progress. But deep down, I was building someone else's life, not mine. It wasn't until I got quiet, really quiet, that I realized the advice I'd been looking for had been whispering all along. Trust yourself, not blindly, not arrogantly, but with enough courage to actually test your own instincts in the real world. And that's why this video is ironic. I'm giving you advice to stop listening to advice. But maybe that irony is the point. Because the moment you realize that you don't need anyone else to tell you how to live, that's the moment you actually begin to master yourself. So here's how I frame it now. 1. Listen, but lightly. Absorb ideas, test them, but don't worship them. 2. Filter. Notice which advice resonates with your actual experience and discard the rest. 3. Return. Come back to your own inner voice, the one that doesn't scream, the one that waits patiently beneath the noise. When you practice this, advice stops being a funnel and becomes raw material. You're not following someone else's blueprint. You're building your own. So, what's the best advice I've ever received? That the only voice worth mastering is my own. Everything else, every guru, every video, every book, is just background noise until you realize that truth. And if this message resonates with you, don't thank me. Thank yourself. Because you already knew it. You just needed a gentle reminder.